Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As most of you already know, I usually post videos covering upcoming updates in Dead Rails, and today's video will be no different. Except this time, there's a bit more excitement in the air. Why? Because we're now just about a week and a half away from the next big update, and I have a feeling this one's going to be special. The update is expected to drop right around the beginning of summer, and that timing isn't just a coincidence. With the update lining up with the official start of summer, I think the devs might be planning something a little bigger than usual. Maybe something seasonal, something fun, maybe even something game-changing. Now, before we dive in, I just want to make it clear that everything I'll be talking about today isn't officially confirmed. These are just leaks, speculations, and suggestions I've come across, mainly from the official Dead Rails Discord server. The devs often look through the Suggestions tab there, picking out the most popular or creative ideas and actually implementing them into the game. A great example of that is the different train types, which started out as a player suggestion and eventually became a real part of the game. So who knows, maybe they'll watch this video, see your comments, and get inspired. If there's ever a chance that your idea could make it into the game, it's through videos and community feedback like this. So don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. And while we're at it, thank you all so much for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. That's a huge milestone, and I appreciate every single one of you. My next goal is 5,000 by the end of May, and with your continued support, I know we can hit that target together. Alright, let's get into the fun part. First up is a suggestion that I actually showed in the thumbnail: horse skins. Personally, I think this is a great idea. It fits really well with the late 1800s mystical vibe of the game, especially with themes like werewolves and zombies already in play. Here's what the original post described under the name Horse Class Skins. Regular horse. This one's pretty basic. It changes color when revived and rejoining the game. You unlock it by completing the quest Horsing Around. Unicorn. Now, this one's pretty unique. It's got a glowing white horn and even allows you to fly for 3 seconds after using snake oil. Definitely more of a flashy option. You get it after completing both Fool's Gold and Horsing Around. Molten Horse. A peach-colored horse that's slowly melting. Sounds wild, but it has extra health and deals more damage. It becomes available after completing Scorched Earth. Skeleton Horse. You probably already saw this one in the thumbnail, and I've got to say, it's my personal favorite. Just bones super fast, but fragile. To unlock it, you have to kill 80 vampires in a single run as the horse class. There's even a new mob concept included in that same post. Bigfoot. Yeah, the legend himself. High health, high damage, and a large hitbox. The idea is that defeating him as the horse class would unlock something special, possibly even a new reward. Now, what do you think? Do these ideas fit the game's style? Would you want to see something like this added? I personally think it would be a great addition and really expand the game's creative edge. Let me know in the comments what you'd add or change. I'll be liking the most interesting ones. Now let's move on to a few more ideas. Ones that might not make it into the next update, but I could definitely see them being added later down the line. Let's start with some weapon concepts. These are fan-made ideas, but some of them are honestly really fun and creative. Trident. This one would cost around 5 bonds or 75 gold. It deals 15 damage normally and 30 when thrown. The special ability lets you throw it and then grapple toward the spot where it lands. Pretty cool, right? Bow. This one feels like it belongs in the 1890s setting. You'd use arrows as ammo and it would cost 3 bonds or 45 gold. The damage would be around 25, plus effects depending on the arrow type. Arrows could be tipped with poison, fire, or other potion effects, which would make combat way more dynamic. Katana. I know this might feel a little out of place in terms of historical accuracy, but in terms of melee combat and popularity, a katana would be awesome. It could cost 6 bonds or 125 gold, deal 20 damage, and have the ability to deflect ranged attacks while you're holding it. Now let's talk about a couple of shield ideas. Riot Shield. This one's priced at 10 bonds or 235 gold. It reflects incoming damage and deals damage if the enemy gets too close. Basic shield. Cheaper at 8 bonds or 155 gold. It doesn't deal damage, but it can reflect melee attacks. There are also a few potion concepts that could change how gameplay works. Bottle of Virus. When you hit enemies with it, it infects them and turns them into weaker allies. It's crafted from unicorn blood and zombie blood. Bottle of Angelism. This one can revive players if they're at least 50% covered in it. If not, it rapidly heals and buffs the player instead. Technical Works Potion. A complex potion with multiple variants depending on what you craft it with. For example, mix it with dynamite, water, or different weapons, and it can either combine with a corpse to revive them with new powers or create a new enemy if no corpse is around. It's crafted with primordial soup and zombie blood, plus the extra items you want to add. And finally, a new structure suggestion. Oasis. A peaceful spot in the game world with a lake where you can fill bottles with water. But of course, it's not totally safe. Gunner zombies guard it. So those are just some of the coolest ideas I've come across that could make it into future updates. Again, none of this is confirmed yet, but we've seen before that the devs really do listen to the community. If enough of us talk about these ideas, suggest them, and keep the conversation going, who knows? Some of this stuff could actually show up in the game. Let me know what you think in the comments, especially if you have your own unique ideas. I'd love to read through them, and like I said earlier, I'll be giving a heart to the most creative ones. Thanks again for being part of this amazing community, and I'll see you in the next one.